Get back, or is he going to get 2-0'd by the LGIM Protoss?
And talking about this LGIM Protoss player, he starts to the bottom left with the 1-0 lead in this best of 3 here on Daybreak in red. It is
LGIM first.
Being introduced as the first Protoss. Is that where you were going last time?
No. It was, I can't even remember, but it was worse than that.
Okay. All right. I believe you.
Yeah.
His opponent to the top right for the Team Liquid just got off a plane like his teammate who plays later on. He is
Liquid Hero.
Liquid Hero, he's joined in the studio by his teammate and friend Tasia.
Yeah.
He has to play in the next game, and well, the GSL obviously adjusted the schedule so that those players could go to a foreign event and still attend the Code A matches that they had to play. But of course this is also a bit of a problem for them now because, well, they still came straight to the studio from the airport.
right.
Yeah, so the more important question is going to be here what First's plan is. I feel Hero is just playing this on the fly.
I think so. Hero has his builds probably planned for the maps. Like, he was probably reading about the maps on the plane, remembering, reminding himself what he's going to do. Maybe even after the party in the hotel room looking over and say, all right, well, I don't really have access to a PC right now. I can't be grinding out games in PvP, but I am looking at this and I'm trying to figure out, okay, how do I approach this? First has had a lot of time to prepare. I'm going to just try to do standard builds. And like you said, more on the fly. First takes a faster second gas here than Hero this time.
A lot of, look at that, also pointed out by our observer, a lot of Chrono Boost energy for Hero currently.
Yeah.
He really saved it up.
Those second gates, so I wonder if he's going to also do some sort of 4 gateway pressure.
Yeah.
There's the warp gate research only being chrono boosted.
Seems to be highly likely that he wants to go for a bit of pressure, yeah?
Yeah, 3 gateways or 4 gateways seem very likely considering what we've seen. And Hero with good micro on the probe, but he's not going to be able to stop the chrono energy from being seen. He needs a chrono again.
And that's the chrono once again on the cybernetics core, which has been spotted.
Yeah, this is really important for First to scout because now he knows what's up.
First has his second gateway up. Here comes one for Hero, another one for Hero. 1 gate, 2 gate, a 3 gate for him.
And the probe gets shut down. He does not see how many gateways. Well, this is something that Hero was not able to do last game against First. He didn't even try to see what was in First main. If he had tried, he would have probably been able to see one of the gateways or the chrono energy. And this time, First has more information. That's why he's chrono boosting now out these gateway units. He wants to be able to find and stop any forward pylons. Ooh, nicely done by Hero using that lack of vision. He's also got the forward pylon up, and he's going to try to pylon at the bottom of the ramp here, maybe. Oh, he's even going to get in the main. Is he going to try the pylon? Yes, 1.
And
2, 3.
A third. 3 pylons now in the main base. Ooh, that's going to be getting a little bit difficult for First here.
Yeah, he needs to chrono boost everything he can on those gateways. He pulls all of his probes to try to stop the pylons. It's not going to work though. Warp gate research is already done and the warpins will start.
The Warpin will start in a second, and here they are immediately. The probes are trying to join the battle here, and will they be able to do something? It actually looks like they are.
Yeah.
Hero is losing everything in an instant.
He's now going to lose the pylons as well. The Stalker comes in the main, but he can actually just push it out. He might want to trap it. He can't quite get it off.
Well, good luck with that, Stalker.
And now at this point, he wants Hero to warp in.
Yeah, the more Hero warps in now, the more he's going to lose.
Yeah. Hero did force a lot of lost mining time, and First may be ahead in overall supply, but they're both at the same point in tech. The one real advantage First has is that he's been mining gas from 2 assimilators for much longer. Hero's a little bit behind with that mining.
Yeah. The mining was actually really good for First, and First is also a bit in ahead in overall supply thanks to the surplus that he has in Stalkers and also in the sentry count. Oh, talking about the sentry count, First is being trapped here, but now he is flanking with a few additional Stalkers. What can he take down? He's already working at the sentry, but he wants to get that one Stalker, but he just gets away.
Well, he may actually still get it. That was a weird choice by Hero. He decided with the warpins he might be able to take this. This is actually awesome what we're seeing in the middle of the map. First sacrifices one of his Stalkers in order to get his other Stalker away. sacrifice 1 to save 2. And Hero actually has kind of saved himself a little bit in this game with this little trade.
Yeah, he definitely did. Robo, on the other hand, now the tag for first, and we see him with the Stalkers that he's currently also getting into the game. The supply is very even though, and if you just look at the unit counts here, very even as well.
Yeah.
First a little bit behind.
And, you know, Hero used a lot of money on those pylons. If you look at the resources at first, it's like he's always not able to quite spend them yet. He took a while to decide whether he wanted to add the Robo just yet. Now he's added it. He's adding the Nexus as well since he has so many resources that Hero spent, for example, getting those pylons up. They all got wasted.
Expansions for both of them. First with the Humor Harvesters and the earlier Robo. It's going to be hard for Hero to actually engage here if we have the first Immortal ready.
First added a lot of sentries. He's now up to 4 in fact. That's a lot of gas spent, but he was already ahead in gas mining. The tech for Hero is way behind.
Observer first before we see a sentry, an Immortal for him.
True.
And we have also a forward pylon for first, top right.
Just trying to make sure he's totally open to attacks, counterattacks in the middle of the map, and also gives him a little bit of vision of anything that flies out of the main base, like a Warp Prism, for example, might be spotted by this. Oh wow, first even gets into the main with his probe. I can't believe Hero allowed this.
He sees everything. He sees the gas, he sees those gates, he sees the tech, he sees that there is currently a Robo being added as well. Harvester counts are now identical. Observers also coming in. That forward pile for Hero was spotted and is being attacked.
That's actually going to supply block Hero for just a minute.
Oh yeah, right.
Just a moment, his other pylon will finish.
Not for too long.
Hero actually, despite the later Robo, gets the faster robotic support bay. So that's really crucial. He's going to lead the Colossus count with that. But the Immortal count for both players is going to be similar. First will be up just 1 Immortal. And that actually could come into play.
Yeah, definitely can. We saw that in a few of our series already, especially when Squirtle played.
Yeah. Immortals do count.
Yep, Squirtle versus Younghwa. Immortals changing the tide of the battle. But in this game now our second game, things are starting to equalize a little bit. First with the slight lead here in supply. Just roughly 10. Mainly in army supply. But overall, this game still pretty equal.
Yeah, pretty equal indeed. A few extra gates going down for first, interesting. It almost looks like he wants to try to hit with a timing attack. The gates he's adding right now. Most players would add a second Robo with a few fewer gateways and then go into their gases. But the way he's doing this lends itself to mean that he wants to use a few more gateway units in his composition with an attack. Hero's actually doing the same thing though.
And Hero's getting now a couple of scouting information in the main base. The Observer is already at the bottom left, so now he sees what's going on here. Still a little bit behind in the overall supply, but our two Protoss players here doing a great job, just sitting tight for the moment, playing it a little bit safer. But for Hero, really, it's going to be an issue that he had these travel ordeals. And we said that in the game number 1, and we sound a bit like a broken record, but still, this is pretty important. If you just come off a flight, and especially when it's an international one, you are going to feel a little bit tired.
Yeah, especially coming from as far as he did.
Yeah.
That's an insane...
Uh-oh!
Oh wow, all these Immortals are in the right spot to do damage, but he doesn't actually target Hero's Colossus.
Yeah. He could have taken down the Colossus with ease if he would have realized what was happening. I think both players just rallied their unit to this position, and they both didn't see it when it happened.
Yeah. Oh, first is going to get a little bit of a flank here. He actually starts to fight with the Zealots, and Hero knows that he's not in a good position. He tries to run, but first says no. Targets down that Immortal. The Immortal did some damage to the Colossus, though, but Hero is now down 20 supply. He's lost so much here already.
That was a really bad spot for him to be caught in. That was really, really bad.
And all those pylons that first put up earlier are now going to come into play here as he hits this attack.
Hero is backed into a corner, backed into the expansion, and here comes first. Extended Thermal Lance is not done yet, and Hero is just trying to buy himself some time, losing those pylons. He has 2 Colossi now against 1. Is first going to commit? Yes, he is. He's moving in. The Zealots are caught in the back. They're not contributing to the fight at all.
Yeah, the Zealots at the back here actually really hurting first, and his Immortals are actually not able to connect with any of Hero's units. But it looks like it just may not matter with all the units first able to warp in. Hero is stuck here. And I think he may be out, man, 2-0.
Hero is going to lose this. He's pulling his probes already. He's losing the harvesters. He's down to 55 supply against 80. First is going to crush him in this series with a 2-0. He's trying to make this micro work somehow with his Colossus, but the Colossus dies, and this is too much army.
GG.
GG indeed.
Great positioning and map awareness by our LGIM player. First, man, he had pylons everywhere, and the way he warped in his units to try to trap Hero worked so well. He got some extra hits off on the Zealots. Hero didn't know where to run or where to be. He was out too far in the middle of the map with all the pylons First had to warp in from. He just hit that attack perfectly.
First was like, well, you can run, but you can't hide, buddy.
Exactly.
I will fight you at your expansion. You don't stand a chance here. Well, this is it. We have now first advancing to the third round of Code A. Hero has to go through the up and downs. Looks pretty sad in his booth. Shouldn't be too harsh on himself. Yes, he was a bit of the favorite here, the fan favorite at least. We could see that in the winner predictions earlier. But on the other hand, coming from an international flight, coming from the US, coming from California, I have no idea how long his travel time was, but whatever it was, he shouldn't be too harsh on himself here. He will be in the up and downs, and he has another shot at Codes in the up and downs, and I feel that if he prepares well, he should do really well.
I think so. I think that he was just kind of caught in an awkward position. I mean, we saw the fan prediction even was highly in his favor. Now we have two fan favorite Protoss players, MC and Hero, both falling very quickly, looking a little bit shaky in their matches. So we're having some upsets here, and we may have a very different shaped Code S coming up next year than most people expected, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And now we have another game left, of course, the last best of 3 for the day. It is going to be Tasia versus Genius.
Yeah, Tasia versus Genius. Two former teammates, both of them playing on the next clan. Back in the day when Genius won BlizzCon, man, he was next Genius back in that time. This is before ZenX. Of course, Tasia joined Slayers. Genius joined Slayers later. We're in a different world, but these two former teammates are going to come together in a PvT after our 5-minute break.